2013 Subaru BRZ. This is with the 6-speed automatic. This has the FA20 2-liter 4-cylinder boxer motor. I think these make around 200-ish horsepower or so and about 190 pound-feet of torque. I'll add in the official specs here. But this is my friend Christian's car. He just got it probably about like 3 or 4 days ago. The car is in overall pretty good condition, you know. It's very fun car. But I'll show you guys POV driving and whatnot, and we'll see how it truly performs, handles, you know, straight line and all that stuff. So exterior, this is the exterior. Looks pretty nice, you know. I think 2013 was the first year for the Subaru BRZ when that partnership like came to be. I think the Toyota 86 was first before these, but we'll get in the interior and show you around there, and then we'll get on with the drive. Door panel's really nice like soft touch material up here and down here. Right here is just like hard plastic, but your arm won't really be touching that, so that's fine. Automatic up and down windows, passenger and driver. You got really nice Alcantara inserts and whatnot, and like leather on the sides and the bolsters. Getting in, really nice cockpit, nice manual handbrake. As I said before, this is the 6-speed automatic. Now, before you guys go judging, I'm telling you, it's actually not as bad as you think, and I will prove that in this video. This has the stock Bluetooth head unit, dual zone climate control, heated seats, unusable back seats. You know, maybe if you have no legs, you can use them. But other than that, yeah, that's the car. So let's go ahead and get on with the drive, shall we? So this is my friend Christian. He's the owner of this 2013 BRZ. And thank you for letting me drive it, by the way. I appreciate that. Welcome. So I'll get everything adjusted here. Everything on this car is stock, no intake, no exhaust, nothing, no headers. So there's a good basis for a nice project if he ever wanted to do one. Get that adjusted there. This car only has 107,000 miles on it. Honestly, that's not much for these. These are definitely some of my all-time favorite gauges in a vehicle. I love these gauges, and the steering wheel is so nice in the hand. And surprisingly, these paddles are actually really nice. They're very clicky and whatnot. You know, there's a lot of travel with them. Anyways, let's go on and get on with the drive. So we'll just start in drive, no sport mode, store mode, any of that nature. But we'll do that later in the video. So let's go ahead and get on with it. Nice throttle response. Really light but communicative steering so far in this parking lot. Got a little bit of an open stretch here. We'll give it some acceleration. Honestly, that accelerates really well. It's not as like, how can I explain this? The power band is pretty good. People say these cars are very slow, but honestly, for its weight, I think it's fine. I don't think it's that bad whatsoever. So I know the steering coming out of that parking lot was really nice. It felt very communicative and whatnot, but we'll see how much more communicative it is once we get out on the road. So far, just coming up to that stop that I just did up to this red light, the brake pedal is very firm up top, and it seems to be very firm throughout the pedal travel, so that's a good thing. Just looking at this Range Rover to my left, it's surprising how low we are. I'm not used to that whatsoever. And this is just stock suspension too. That is crazy to me. Give it an acceleration off the light. 45, there we go. That accelerates really, really well. It's a very good daily, I guess. So there's a lot of power there for daily driving. Suspension is firm, but it still rides very well. There is a fair bit of road noise, but that's expected for a BRZ. You know, it's supposed to be a fun daily driver, kind of like economy kind of car. You know, you're not gonna get as much road noise insulation as you would in another car. We'll put it in manual mode from this light and test out the paddles, see how those work. Very responsive. Looks like when you downshift, the car automatically rev matches, which is really cool. So it's a nice smooth transition to the next gear. Test out a little bit of handling on the corner here. Oh yeah, so playful. No body roll that I can tell whatsoever. Also, these seats, while they're very well bolstered, but they're very comfortable too. So I don't think you'd have a problem on a long road trip with this car. Cruising at 6th gear, about 45 miles an hour, about 1500 RPM, which is pretty good, you know, if you're cruising on some back roads or whatever, and you'll get good fuel economy. The throttle response is almost instant. It reminds me of like a cable throttle. It's a very, very responsive for an electronic throttle. And there's a lot of induction noise too. I love that. I do really like the steering wheel as well. It's the perfect size for this car, and I like how there's not buttons on it either, so there's nothing that you can accidentally hit on the steering wheel. Oh, those rev matches are nice. Oh yeah, that brake pedal's very sensitive up top. That's definitely something you have to get used to for sure. Take it on a fun little back road here. This is where this car is at home on these back roads. It may not have as much power and torque as other vehicles, but I'm telling you, the handling and the weight makes up for it. And this automatic is so easy to drive too. You can just focus on having fun on these back roads instead of having to shift. So I completely understand why people get the automatic. It is a good transmission. You're not gonna have as much driver engagement as you would with the manual because you're not shifting gears and whatnot, even though this does have a manual mode. But for those who aren't interested in a manual and just would want the easy driving factor of an automatic, I completely understand it. Oh yeah, it handles these bumps really, really well. We got a nice little left-hand sweeper coming up. Downshift a little bit. Oh yeah. Wow. This thing handles great. A little bit of bad road here. It handled those potholes really, really well. That is crazy. This thing handles like it's on rails. See how it handles this bridge right here. There's a lot of bumps. Just fine. No issues. Pop it into sport mode here, see what that does. It seems to make the transmission way more responsive. It was already very responsive before, but now it's very, very responsive. Wow. Chugging a little bit. You know, first and second gear kind of throw you back in your seat a little bit. It's pretty interesting. Same thing with third when you barely press the throttle. It seems that sport mode has weighted up the steering a little bit, so it feels a little more heavy, but I still get the same amount of feedback from the road that I would in regular mode. hard to see down there.
You're good.
Yeah. Okay, really? Gotta love Virginia drivers. At least we can have fun on this back road now. Man, driving this car makes me want one so bad. Left-hand sweeper. Oh yeah. It just sits in that corner so well. That downshift, oh my gosh, that was nice. This thing handles so amazing. I would love to drive a Miata and compare it to this car. Because these two, I bet these two are very close competitors, because that is crazy. We'll turn traction off here and see what happens. There we go. See if it becomes a little more playful, even though it's already so playful. I love the power level of this 2-liter flat 4. This thing, I personally believe this thing has the perfect amount of power for this chassis. Yes, you can get tunes and unequal length headers, exhaust, intake, all that stuff to up the power, but do you really need it though? I personally don't believe you do. My favorite corner on this road. Oh yeah. Off throttle, it turns in a little bit more. That is crazy. that, that's the end of the video. 2013 Subaru BRZ in the 6-speed automatic. I'm telling you guys, if this video didn't prove that the automatic is a good transmission, then I don't know what will, because it's not as bad as everyone says. But anyways, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, obviously like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Suggest what cars you want me to review next. I need suggestions. I will try my hardest to get your suggestions if it's possible. But thank you for watching.